Hello, chat. Welcome to the playoff races stream today. I am going to be your host, back out from his week hibernation, Valor here. And we got the standings alongside myself. I got Cheeky here once again with my co-host. How you doing?
Hello, I'm doing good. Getting ready for the playoffs.
Yes, indeed. I have currently up the standing board for the majors right now, and let me get into some of the races we got going on here from our lovely stats team. So, all right, where is it? Do stat info for streamers. All right, so we'll start on the legend side as we can see here. I'm just circling around with the cursor. I know Dame told me to turn it off, but I completely forgot about it. Whoops. Sorry, Dame. You just got to deal with this for another stream. So obviously, the Voyagers are coming in with a four-game leading streak. However, they have the division locked up. Vancouver's trying to fight out for a one seed, although despite the four-game losing streak and Vancouver winning six in a row, the Voyagers have a three-game lead on that number one seed. Oh, Outer Banks is trying with the Providence Crabs already locking up that first wildcard spot. The San Antonio Sloths are trying to fight the Aviators for the last spot. The Aviators are currently up 6 games, which means one more Aviators win, or if the Sloths lose once, that's that. That whole division, that whole playoff side's locked up, and we know the four playoff teams. Over on the Champions side, we know for sure three teams in the playoffs, with the Serpents, Tauros, and Scorpions all guaranteed to be in the playoffs. However, Death Valley is eliminated from the division. The Serpents have a four-game lead on the division in the Champions West. Despite the Tauros winning four in a row, they still need to make up full. There's a four-win gap between them. For the Champions East, the only way for them to get in is by winning the division. Currently, the Apex hold a four-game lead over the Demons at that spot. Nashville needs to win. For Nashville to get in, they need to win out and have Detroit and Indy lose out. They're still alive, but Nashville plays both the Apex and the Demons during the sim. That's something we need to keep an eye on.
That'll be good.
Now let's take a look over at our minor league scores. So here we have the minor leagues. Obviously, the top two teams record-wise will get buys. The Pins and Bears, the two teams who were in the minor league World Series last year, have already clinched playoff spots. The Apex currently hold, I think, a 7-game lead over that bye. So right now, the Pins have secured a first round bye. Bruce City has that second spot by 3 games. So Bruce City's trying to fight for that. And then we have this giant mess here. Amarillo 56 wins, State College 55 wins. And then tied for the final tied here, battling for seeding, California and Florida both at 54 wins. Kansas City would need some help in order to get. Technically, the Wheelers are still alive as well, but one more loss eliminates them. A loss, if it wins by California and Florida, gets them in. The Hepcats, they're only 2 games out, so one bad slip up by Florida, meaning they could get in. If Florida or California slip up, don't be surprised if the Hep Kitties steal their spot. Alrighty. So let's switch over to some world scores. Let's get into. I will let you guys decide, based on the races, which game we see to start us off. I don't have a set schedule today, so. But before we get into there, we have a possible all-time record we're keeping an eye on. I was told this by our lovely commissioner KP. His own player, Kerry Kelly, is holding possibly right now 2 all-time records: slugging percentage at 562 and OPS with .9176. which is right now the record. We got to see if
Of a minors record.
yeah. We also have a few
The
minors
home run
records we
record.
want to watch out for with Don Marcus's
Okay.
player Mac and Cheese. He's looking for his 4th shutout. If he gets to 4, he has the record. 3 is a season record. He's at 2 currently, so we'll probably see him twice. So we'll keep an eye on that. So I bet we're probably gonna have to watch one of the Hep Kitties, one of the games, because his Wheelers are, I believe he's on the Wheelers or the Hep Kitties. Not sure which one, but they are fighting in a playoff spot. So we'll take an eye on them. So let's save and let's go into the day. Obviously, we already have a prediction up for our first game, and they are asking,
Miners, the home run record is on the line, right?
do we have a home run record? Yes, we do have a few more.
Yeah.
Ariel Dong is at 35. The record is 37. So 3 more home runs gets him the record. And for Chicago, Bodie Grizz is at 23 saves. 1 more ties him for the record for the most within the last 30 seasons. 2 breaks it. So anyway, let's move on to the next day. I'm going to keep BNN on. So we're taking a look here. Obviously, we have a few ones mentioning for seeding. OBX needing a win to clinch. San Antonio, if Toronto upsets them, they're out. We also have Nashville, Indianapolis. I want to make sure to see if... Okay, so I don't see Mac and Cheese starting. So I think we will start with a Majors game. I'm going to ask chat, what do we think?
Wait, can you go to the standings again?
All right, I'll quickly pop up the Majors standings real quick. Taking a look here, I feel like we should watch OBX Providence because this game has the most playoff implications for wild card
I like that.
seeding.
And then if not that, the I think Apex was playing Detroit. I think
Apex
I saw, right?
are playing the Stars right now.
Oh, Stars.
And
That would be
Apex
a good
win
one
knocks
too.
Nashville out of the race.
That's an elimination game, so we should watch that one for sure.
So I think we got a request for the minor standings. Okay, I'll show you. All right, Cake. So if you've asked for the minor standings, here you go. Right now, your Swifties, you're actually Bruce City's new co. Surprise, yep. Bruce City's right now holding that second spot by 3 games. The Pins have already clinched the first bye. Your Swifties, on the other hand, you're kind of in a dangerous spot right now. But as long as you can stay above where Kansas City is right now, you'll be in. I've heard KP wants to see Indy. So I got 1 vote for Indianapolis, Nashville. The other option I want to see is Providence, OBX. So I'm going to ask chat real quick. Which one of these games do you want to see? I'm going to pull up world scores again.
Hey, Valor, what if we made it go live and we switch back and forth?
I'm kind of not very good at that. I don't like doing that, to be honest with you.
Okay, no worries.
So it'll pop up on BNN. So I'll give updates. You know what? We're gonna do Indianapolis and Nashville. That's the game I want to do because this is an elimination game for Nashville. Apex win, Stars are out.
Yep.
All right, so let's get into this one. Already the predictions are up for this game, which would be, are we going to see a home run? Are we going to see a steal? Or are we going to see a double first? I'm going to throw in a prediction here. Okay,
Man,
we've taken a look here at the
Arenado
side.
at 970.
I will take part in this. I will do the call for this game. Nashville by the Stars against KP's. We're watching Kelly here right now. So they get that all-time record. If Kelly can hold on and break that record, we'll see. Wait. Apparently, chat said otherwise. and they want to see OBX prominence, okay. Fine. Y'all win. I'm going to show this one instead. Valor must be mad at me for my FG post.
That's like a
yeah, this is a
MVP
clinchy game as
for-
well.
Oh,
So we
Richard.
will stick with this one. Aviators win, they're in. So I'm going to jump in right away with this one. All right, folks. Crabs, Aviators. Iceman on the mound. Ghostly is going to start off with a 5-pitch walk. Okay, next up. Eschenbo's going to strike out here. Satchel Richards. Line drive, base hit. It's going to drop. Runners on first and second with one out for Curtis Jones. This could be a double play, but they can only get the force out at second. Next up is Rachel Moore, arguably their best bat, and she's going to strike out here. Iceman gets out of an early jam. OBX gets a couple on board, not able to score a run. Grail Traveler against Doc Holliday, and Traveler's going to line out to the third baseman to start us off. Beryl Summers. That's going to get over the first baseman. That's going to drop. That's going to be a double. So not the start you wanted if you're the Aviators. Runner scoring position receiver.
That's the first. That's the prediction, right?
Yeah. Prediction. Wait. Yeah, that's the prediction. That's a double.
Yep.
That's the prediction. That's a double. Could y'all close it up? And we have Mayfeld is going to strike out here. Zelinsky, wide drive, base hit, and that's going to give the Crabs the lead. Also taking a look here at San Antonio, Toronto, no score there. Jackson Love. That's hammered deep to left, not going to be deep enough. OBX bad luck on stream. It's still 1-0. You got time. Angel Del Fuerte is going to strike out here. Robert Oliver pops it up in the infield. It's going to be caught by the shortstop for the second out. Speedy McFly Jr. That's going to be a base hit. So they got the tying run at first. Let's see if Bazooka Slow can drive in the run. And grounds it out to the first baseman. That's unfortunate. So let's go to the bottom of the second. Full count for Cash's considerations. That is hammered deep to left and kiss that baby goodbye. That is out of here. It's a 2-0 Providence lead. Boys to chest back again. That's going to drop for a base hit. So not quite the sim start you wanted for if you're an Aviator fan right now. Hurricane. Steal safe. Also Nashville losing to Indy. Because if Indy wins, Nashville's out. Hurricane's going to pop this up in the infield to the shortstop. Grail Traveler. It's going to ground out, but it's going to move the runner to third. Beryl Summers. That's a dribbler. Summers not able to beat out the throw. So it's still going to be 2-0 Crabs after 2. Back to the top of the OBX. Ghostly with a towering pop-up that's going to get caught by the shortstop. Eschenboe back up. That is hammered. Deep right field. You can kiss that baby goodbye. This lead has been cut in half on that solo shot by Patrick Eschenboe. Satchel Richards now coming up. Looking to tie this up. But gets called for a strike free. Curtis Jones. Full count. And he's going to draw a walk. So Rachel Moore is going to come up trying to tie this game up. No, they're gonna send Jones, and he's gonna be safe at second. His 34th stolen base of the season. And Moore is gonna draw a walk in 4 pitches. So tying run at second, go ahead run at first for Angel De La Fuerte. Ground ball to third. They're gonna get the out at first. So Iceman once again only allows that solo shot to Eschenboe, and we got ourselves A good one, folks. Seymour Bolts is going to take a strike free. Mix Mayfeld is going to line out to the third baseman. Paulo Zaliski is going to ground out to the first baseman, who relays it to the pitcher for the third out. Back to OBX with Robert Oliver. Full count. And he's going to draw a walk. Indy up 4-1 on the Stars, so Nashville looks like your season's probably over. Sloth's up 4-1. McFly Jr. is going to get a base hit. It's going to be a single here, but that's going to put Oliver at third. Bazooka Slow looking to try this up. Grounder, they can only get the out at second, and this game is tied. Just like that, OBX needs to take the lead here to try to take a... And they're going to send Slow, and he's going to be safe. That's a high throw. Ghostly trying to break this tie. He's going to strike out here. Eschenbaugh, who got the home run last inning, is also going to strike out here. The game's tied now, but Iceman's been trying everything in his power to keep this going. Okay. Jackson Love is going to get a base hit. Cashes considerations. He's going to try to bunt. Oh, it's a pass ball. Love is going to go to second. Considerations. That's going to get down for a base hit. And Providence is going to take the lead on that double. Boys to chest back again. That's going to get down for a base hit. This should be a 4-2 game on yet another double. Hurricane coming up here. And that's also going to get down for a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. So they got runners on the corners with nobody out for Grail Traveler here. Fly ball to left. That should be deep enough. And it will score Boys to chest back again. So it's a free run. Bottom of the fourth for the Crabs. Beryl Summers looking to keep this going. No, she's going to strike out here. Seymour Bolts. That's going to drop in front of the right fielder for a base hit. That's going to put runners on second and third with 2 outs for Mix Mayfeld. And it continues. That's going to score 2 runs and make this a 7-2 game. Not the start you wanted if you're the Aviators. Zaleski coming up here. Shingaro's now in. But a great defensive play by the shortstop there to get the third out. A 5-run bottom of the fourth gives the Crabs a 5-run lead. Aviators got some work to do. Richards, not a good start. A fly out to center. Curtis Jones. There you go. Drawing a walk on 5 pitches. Rachel Morimura, full count. He's going to strike out here. Angel De La Fuerte. Steal attempt, safe. 35th, second steal of the game for Curtis Jones. Full count for De La Fuerte now. Who's going to draw a walk? OBX is not going down that easy, folks. Robert Oliver. That's going to drop. That's going to be a base hit. So, there you go. But, oh, they get the runner at home. They get the runner at home. He's out. What a throw there by Boys to chest back again. Back to the Crabs with Love officially flying out to right. Considerations. That's a deep shot to right. That's not going to be deep enough to get out, though. Boys to chest back again, who made that big play in the inning, is going to get a base hit that goes through the infield. Hurricane. They're going to send Chess. He's going to be safe. 49 steals for him this season. Hurricane. That's going to get down the gap. That's going to be an 8-2 lead. And it's going to be a stand-up double for Boys to chest back again. 8-2 Providence. Grail Traveler. Strikes out. So, new pitcher coming in for Providence. It's Harlan Moncrief. And he gives up a base hit to Smeedy McFly Jr. almost immediately. Swinging on a 3-0 pitch. Bazooka Slow. They looked like he was safe, but they called him out at second. Abe Ghostly. They're going to send Slow, and he's going to be safe. 27 steal of the season for him. Ghostly. They're going to send Slow again, and he's safe again. Oh my goodness. Elite base running there by Bazooka Slow. And it's going to work out. It's a RBI ground out to cut the lead down to 5. Eschenbauer with 2 outs. He's going to ground out to third. So bottom of the 6th we go. Crabs still up 5. We're keeping your eye on our scores. Full count, and that's going to be a base hit for Summers. Indy up 6-1 in the top of the 8th. That probably signals the end of Nashville's season there. Sloth's up 10-1. But a double play here what Bolts grounds into. So that means the Aviators clinch might have to wait another day. Miggs Mayfield. That's going to drop in front of the right fielder for a base hit. Zaleski's going to strike out here. So we go to the top of the 7th. OBX needing a Providence bullpen collapse if they want a chance to win this game. Oh, Richards. Full count. It's going to fly out the center. Curtis Jones is going to ground out to the first baseman. Rachel Morimura. That's going to be a base hit past the shortstop. And Della Fuerte, full count. It's going to swing and a miss. Moncrief gets him. Bottom 7th we go. New pitcher in for the Aviators. It's Mickey Martino who gets Jackson Love to ground out. Cassius Considerations. That's going to get past the infield for a base hit. Boys to chest back again. Is going to take a called strike 3. Hurricane is also going to strike out here. So the Aviators pitching is locked in as of late, but the bats not so much. Top of the 8th we go. Robert Oliver. He's going to ground out to the second baseman. Speedy McFly Jr. He's going to line out to the shorts I'm at the center fielder. Oops. Bazooka Slow. He's going to take a call and strike 3. So Providence looking with the top of the order, trying to put this game away. Grail Traveler. That's going to be a base hit. Beryl Summers. That's rocketed. That's going to be off the top of the wall. It's a base hit. It's going to be a stand-up double for Summers. So runners on second and third with nobody out for Seymour Bolts. And it's going to be ground to third, so they can't advance the runners. Miggs Mayfield, 2-2 count. That's going to drop for a base hit. That is going to be 2. And just barely beats the throw. Makes this a 10-3 game. Zaleski, that is going to be a base hit. Not going to be deep enough to score the run, though. Back to Jackson Love. That is going to be... I think that's dropped for... Yeah, it's another double. It's 11 to 3 on 21 hits. Oh, my goodness. Cassius Considerations is going to ground out here. Boys to chest back again. Is this going to continue? What a diving grab there by the center fielder. Okay, top of the 9th we go with top of the order. Justin Ferb's in for the Crabs. And it's not a good start as Ghostly's going to get on with a base hit. They got to get 8 runs here. Eschenbauer. 3-1 pitch. He's going to ground into a double play. Oh, no. Satchel Richards. This is going to continue. It's going to drop in front of the right fielder for a single. Last hope, Curtis Jones. Fly ball, right field. It's going to be caught. So the Crabs win. We'll check on the scores San Antonio and Toronto. But as of right now, the Aviators do not clinch a playoff spot. Just a quick look at the box score here. Big days, of course, from Miggs Mayfield. Probably going to be player of your game with 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs. Pitching-wise, Iceman picks up the win. Holiday the loss. And Miggs Mayfield's going to be your player of the game.
Go to the game log.
The 7th inning specifically. Yeah. Let me pop up the 7th. Let me scroll all the way down to the 7th. Okay. Please look at the log. Don't yell at me, KP. Alright. That's 2 hits. That's now immaculate. If you're looking for that, it's not there. Fair enough. Let's look at some other scores. Specifically, let's check a few big ones. So the Sloths are going to stay alive with a 10-1 win over the Pathfinders. So therefore, the Aviators do not clinch a playoff spot for right now. Let's see. A big day from Duckley Jr. One hit, a free run. No, that was not a home run. I'm a little off my game tonight. Stewart 2 for 4 with a home run. Duckley did have a home run. And the one RBI for Toronto came from Windsor Jr. Strider the loss, Long Pipe the win, and Long Pipe's going to be player of the game. And with that win, according to Dusty is correct, the Crabs have locked up the first wild card spot. So that means whoever comes out of OBX in San Antonio will have to play whoever's the 1 seed. All right. Vandals winning here. That's good for them. 67 wins. 4-1 win of the Raptors. Just going to show the box score real quick for you guys to take some screenshots. Because I'm going to try to speed run this as quick as I can. Just giving y'all a heads up. And here's your look at your pitching. Complete game for Chuck Nasty with only 1 earned run. This is just the first sim. Don't worry. Anik gets the first sim. I'm going through all the games. Oh, and here's a big development. Here. The Buffalo Surge winning. Oh, God. Why does it got to be that score? Okay.
7-6.
7-6. If anyone says it the other way, you're getting bonked. Big days from Dog Maple and Andrews. And Ramirez. Couple errors there. Jones the loss. Whitman the blown save. Love Hammer the win. Boba the save. Jazzy Thompson player of the game. Okay, obviously we saw this, and with Buffalo winning, the lead for that 1 seed has shrank down to 2 games.
What's our next dream game gonna be?
Next one, we'll figure it out here, but we don't have to air the Apex anymore because, well, maybe if they're on Division Watch here, because, we have our first knockout. Indy wins, so that means Nashville is eliminated from playoff contention off the 6-1 win. Big day from D. Fernandez Jr. Free for 4 day with 4 RBIs. 2 home runs for him. Also, Santos Garcia, 2 for 4 day for 2 RBIs for him. The lone RBI came from Ford Lincoln Mercury, a solo shot off Calm Chicken. Chicken picks up the win, Peace the loss. D. Fernandez Jr. is going to be player of the game. I'll let you review some box scores here, because now we're going to get into the race here for the upper conference here. I realize I didn't let you review games.
Legends East. Are we reading box scores or are we going through them?
Chat, should I read box scores? I'm just going to show. How about this?
I don't know. I'm just letting you go.
All right. I think I'll just show them. You'll be broadcasting the next game we decide to do.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think we'll just speed for the box scores. So
we can just, yeah.
The big note here, I did see that Cancun won as well, so the lead for Seattle remains at 4. So if they win, so a win and a combined with a Cancun loss will give Seattle the division. Here you go. This is some stats if you guys want to see them. Go ahead and get your screenshots. All right. I think we're ready to go into our next one here. With this result, Death Valley, I think, not quite just yet. Death Valley's not quite locked into that third spot yet. We'll see. But I see Detroit winning as well, so they're still alive. They're 4 games back,
Detroit
though.
Series coming up, right?
Toros keeping their division hopes alive for now. Prediction live for 30 seconds. Hurry up and bet.
Oh, I don't even know what the game is.
Total home runs in whatever the next game is. Over under 3.5.
We doing majors or minors?
We'll take a look at the minor scores and we'll look at the standings again, and then I'll decide what we do. Good outing there by Benico. And then, of course, Detroit staying alive in that division race. So they are 4 games back in that division. So therefore, a Detroit loss combined with a win by Indy will give the apex of the division and lock up the field there. Here's your look at your stats. Big day there for Dollarson. Let go. You shouldn't be asking these questions in chat while I'm doing. Okay, minors. This is a big. All right. Let's take a look here. Anchorage, one of the teams fighting for that playoff spot, beats them 10-6. So therefore, they're now 4 games back of that final spot. Because I did see Florida beat Bruce City, though. Here's your look at some of the stats. And Dillos continue to push up for that first round bye, beating up on bots. Sleepy's player picking up a 4 for 5 day.
I wonder how many more actual people we would need to fill the Ramas.
We kind of need a class with what ISFL just got to probably fill them up. But, as you can see here, it's still the Pens pretty much securing that spot. But State College, much needed win to keep building up position. So now they have a 4-game separation for that playoff spot. I think the win by the Dillos clinches them a playoff spot, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm going slow, I do apologize. I'm just trying to go for the box scores as quick as I can, so GMs don't yell at me for screenshot reasons. Okay. And sad bear noises. Florida, though, gets a nice needed cushion, so now they have a free game position for that spot. And last box score of the day. What a wild comeback there by the Pins. No home runs this game either as well. Bodie Grizz picking up a win, but not a save. So that's something we need to keep an eye on. Okay, so let's save and let's go take a look at the standings again. KDR says, Valor, Bruce City needs to beat Florida. No. Sorry. We didn't help you that time. And anybody clinched? No. No clinches. As you can see here, Nashville's out. So, taking a look at our standings here, we have that. So, let's take a look at the... Let's go ahead, save up, and go on to the next day. So, the big race I want to keep... I think I want to watch probably the Apex. So let's go to World Scores.
They play.
Oh, I need to.
They play Detroit next series.
Yeah, let's take a look. Nashville's out. Apex needing a. Let's take a look here. There's a couple that are winning in. Because I think if Indy wins, they clinch, if I'm not mistaken. There's a couple other stuff we're watching. Dillos is winning in as well, but they're playing bots. Anchorage, California.
San Antonio?
The Sloths, probably. Yeah, Sloths, I think, is a one. If they lose, they're out.
Yeah.
All right, chat. Let's put up a poll. Which game you want me to watch? Want us to watch? But I did hear an alert saying, "Is that Mac and Cheese pitching?" Yes, he's pitching.
Yep.
So that's one thing I said we'd watch if he shows up. Yeah.
What's that record? The Mac and
Yeah,
Cheese
for
one?
the shutout record.
Shutouts, that's right. We can kind of just watch that in the top right.
Yeah,
there.
we also got the other picture in the chat here. Hello. Yeah, let's just watch this one. Yeah, let's do a little bit of minor leagues. We don't mind that. California currently holds that final playoff spot. A win here would eliminate the Wheatlers. So, all right, whenever you're ready, Cheeky, you're on the call for this one.
We still
And
have
the over-under home runs for total. So that's something I'm going to keep your eye on here. So we hit 4. I'm going to say close the prediction. So here we go. Firehawks. Wheelies.
All right, we got Cheerios leading it off with a ground out to the shortstop. And the shortstop, Sammy Parker, with the pop fly to right field for the second out. And Squires goes down looking. 1, 2, 3. Good start for the Firehawks starter. Whoop gets a single over the shortstop's head to lead it off for the Firehawks. Tanyan with the single up the middle. Whoop's going to try and get to third, and he's safe.
Florida leading there. And say goodbye to that
third. There's
shutout
another.
bid. Almost immediately. So my question is, do we want to switch over? Because I'm able to do that. Florida up 4-0 on Bruce City as well in the first.
we just have the home run thing, we'd have to come back
Yeah,
and
just
check
gonna watch
later.
this home run
Yeah.
thing.
There's a pop fly to the right fielder. There's a tag up
Yeah, 2
for the
nothing.
first or second run of the game. Ryan beats out an infield single. Bases are loaded again for Carver, who grounds out to the shortstop. 3-0. First and third, ground ball to third baseman, and it's an error, and they score another run.
What a disaster there for the Wheelies.
Ayers goes to Squires there. There's a ground ball past the shortstop that's going to score another run, and they try and get the runner at third. I think he is out at third.
Yep, they do get him there.
Still in the inning. 5-0 California Firehawks. Checo grounds out to first. One star with a walk. Magic with a pop out to left field. Ice with the pop out to right field. We could go to another game if you want, and then just come back and check the home runs and the stats. Does that work?
Yeah. So let me move this. So how do I get out of the game? No, I'm not. Options. Save game and leave. Okay.
Coverage screen.
I'm going to go to World Scores, checking right now. Let's take a look at a few scores. Providence up 1-0. I see. Let's take a look at another race. I want to. Oh, right. It says, how do I. Oh, we're going to go live scores.
Oh, didn't want to switch.
You can't do this unless you start a real-time sim. Okay, so let's take a look. Which one do we want to switch, or do we want to go back?
I think chat wants to go back.
Okay, chat wants to go back.
But I think it would work if we just hit watch game.
All right, we'll just stick to the game we are watching anyway.
If he wants to go back.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Let me fix this.
All right.
So
pop out the center.
My thing is out of place. Let me fix it there. All right, we're back.
Tanyan with the line drive to the third baseman. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. For a call with a single. And cleanup hitter Moore comes to the plate. It's a ground ball to third baseman. I'll take the lead runner, and that'll end the bottom of the second. Sluggerton pops out to the pitcher. Jordan pops out to the center fielder. Second out.
McGritty, if you're going to complain about losing to bots, you will lose to bots and you will like it.
Studios takes a walk. And Parker
all
takes
walks,
a walk.
no home runs.
And a ground ball to the shortstop. That'll do it for the top of the third. Dumper goes down swinging.
6-0 Florida.
Ian rips one down the line. That's going to be a double. Arbor comes to the plate. He'll go down looking. Got 2 outs and a runner on second. And Song grounds out to the second baseman. There's a
Well,
deep
there's
fly to
one.
right field. That one's out of here.
So that's
And
one of the
there's the
48
first
home
home run for
runs.
the
So
prediction.
finally, they break up the no-hitter bid right here.
Star goes down on the strikeout. Magic flies out to center field. Ice comes up to bat and grounds out to end the inning. We're at 5-1 now, California over Anchorage in the bottom of the fourth, with Max leading it off with a ground out to short. Whoops coming to the plate. Hands out to the third baseman. Tanyan with the ground ball to the shortstop, and that'll be out number 3. Going to the top of the fifth. Sluggerton leading it off with the ground ball to the first baseman for the first out. Jordan goes down swinging. Cheerios with the ground ball to second baseman, and that'll be third out of the top of the fifth. Leading it off is Furcall Jr.
We do
Ground ball
apologize
to the
for a
third
little first
baseman.
commentary. It's just I'm a bit tired today. I'm not used to doing later sims.
Moore with the walk. And there's a double play by Dumper. That'll end the inning. Going to the top of the sixth. Got Parker leading it off. He rips one past the first baseman. That'll be a double. Squires comes to the plate, takes a walk. Checo with the infield fly. A ground ball to the first baseman. He'll get the runner at second. Got a first and third with 2 outs, and Magic lines out to the first baseman to end the top of the sixth. Going to the bottom. We're still 5-1 California.
I also see that the Delos are leading right now. A win does get them a playoff spot. I'm just closely keeping your eye on the BNN scores here.
Carver grounds out to the shortstop. There's 2 outs. Young with the ground ball to the pitcher is out number 3 going to the 7th. There's a single by Ice. The walk for Sluggerton. Got first and second, no outs. And ground ball to second baseman. They'll get the runner at second, but we've got first and third with 1 out. There's a steal by the runner
Jordan
on
gets
first.
steal.
We got second and third now with 1 out. Cheerios goes down swinging, and Parker comes to the plate. It's up. Ooh, runner's hold. Good block by Dumper there. Saved a run. Parker takes a walk. Squires comes to the plate. 2 outs. Bases loaded. There's a line drive over the shortstop's head. That's going to score 2. Now 5-3 game.
Dill's up
Anchorage
2-0.
brings the lead to just 2. There's a
Oh!
single past the first baseman. Oh, it gets past the catcher, and that'll score a run. It's 5-4 now. We've got second and third with 2 outs here. And number 5 hitter Monstar comes to the plate, and he's gonna pop up to the shortstop. But Anchorage does pull this game to within 1.
Tight one here. Anchorage fighting for their playoff lives.
It's out to the center fielder for the first out. Whoop whoop with the pop up to the second baseman. 2 outs. And Tanyan comes to the plate. Goes down looking. Going to the top of the 8th. Anchorage coming up. We got the center fielder, Magic, leading it off. With the ground ball to the third baseman, and he boots it.
Oops, all errors. We only got 1 home run, and we got like 3 errors. That's
Ice
kind
with
of
a slow
getting.
grounder to short. The runner's going to advance to second. They get him at first. Sluggerton lines one into left field. That'll be caught. And then Jordan lines one into left now. That's going to get down, and that's going to score a run. Jordan's going to get into second,
Oh
and we
my
have
goodness,
a tie
it's a
ball
tie
game in
game.
the top of the 8th.
And the Ron has tied the game.
Yeah. 2-2 for the Ranas over there. Cheerios takes a walk. We have first and second, 2 outs. There's a fly ball to left field, and that'll do it for the top of the 8th. But Anchorage does tie it up, and it is 5-5 now. Call Jr. leads it off with a strikeout. Moore coming to the plate, and a ground ball to the third baseman for out number 2. And Dumper comes up and goes down swinging. Squire is going to lead it off for Anchorage here in the top of the 9th. 3-0 count. He takes a walk. Checo. It's a fly ball to center. That's going to be caught. And he tags from first.
And he's safe. Whoa, that's strange.
And he's safe. Wow. Okay.
I've
that
never
was
seen
huge.
that animation
Monstar
before.
coming up with a runner on second now. And now we have a runner on third with 2 outs here. Yeah, I've never seen that either. Magic with the ground ball to the first baseman gets it, and that'll be out number 3. Remains a tie game. I was hoping that tag up was going to pay off.
Yeah.
Ryan pops up to the third baseman for the first out. Carver, the number 7 hitter, comes to the plate.
A reminder, 1 run by
grounds out to
California
the third
ends
baseman.
Anchorage's season here.
Bottom of the 9th, 2-2. Dillos are up. Pyong goes down looking. That's out number 3 in the bottom
So
9th.
we
We're
got
going
extras,
2
folks.
extras. We got free baseball.
Oh.
Ice with a deep shot. There's home run number 2 in the game. Ice with the go-ahead homer in the top of the 10th. Anchorage takes the lead. And there's a fly ball by Sluggerton into left field. That was Ice's 5th or 6th home run of the season. There's a line drive by Jordan into center field off the wall, and that'll be a double. Got a man on second with 1 out. With the leadoff hitter, Cheerios, and line shot over the second baseman. That's going to score the runner from second. Anchorage is now up 7-5. Cheerios on first. He's going to steal. That'll be his 41st of the season. Parker with the ground ball to the first baseman. That'll be 2 outs. Runner advances to third.
Oh, my God.
Squires with the ground ball to short. And the shortstop just holds it, and that scores a run with the infield hit for Squires.
Delos Ranas is going to the 11th.
And there's out number 3 to the top of the 10th. It's now 8-5 Anchorage. They got
They need
3
3
in the top
runs
of the
here.
10th there. The line drive over the third baseman's head by the number 9 hitter, Max. We go to the top of the order. Whoop, whoop. With the walk.
4-pitch walk, and now the tying run's coming up here with Tanyan, possibly.
Tanyan comes to the plate, and it's a ground ball to the shortstop. They're going to get the runner at second. We now have first and third. 1 out for Call Jr. with the fly ball to center. Runner's going to hold. And the cleanup hitter, Moore, to the plate. There's a deep drive to left field. That's home run number 3. And the game is tied.
Oh, my
8-8.
God.
Let's see if we can have a walk-off on the prediction
fourth home
here.
run to hit the over. That would be crazy.
Dumper coming to the plate here after the 3-run shot by Moore, and he's going to pop it up to the third baseman. We have more free baseball as we go to the 11th. Anchorage has Monstar, the
Oh my
DH,
God.
leading it off
Ronald
for him.
Dillos is to the 12th.
Oof.
Oh my
There's a
goodness.
ground ball, and there's an out at first. 12th inning for the Dillos. Okay, Magic pops out to the first baseman. Ice hits a ground ball to the shortstop. That'll be out number 3 in the top of the 11th. Ryan coming to the plate. He's on fire. 14 home runs this season, hitting over 300, and he goes down swinging.
Dillos
Carver comes to the plate.
Well.
Line drive down the line. That's going to be extra bases for Carver. He's going to have a stand-up double as we come up to the number 8 hitter, Song, trying to get out of this cold streak. And he grounds out to the shortstop. That'll be 2 outs.
Is that it?
And Max gets that one through, and the runner's going to advance. And that'll be a run for California and the walk-off single.
And the walk-off
for
it's going to
Max.
stay the under.
And
wow,
the
one
prediction
there.
does go to the under.
The Firehawks knock out the Wheelers. Here's you looking at score there. With this game going final.
We got Squires with 3 RBIs. We got Checo with 2. A couple runs
Moore
for
with
Ice
3
and Jordan.
RBIs as well. Max with 2. And
Moore with that
walk-off.
3-run shot.
Okay. Pretty good pitching game here. But looks like Mac and Cheese will not be getting the single season shutout record. He might tie it though. We'll see. Okay, let's go to live simulation's not active, so I'm just gonna go world scores. And let's take a look. Aviators do not clinch again. Looks like a walk-off by the Sloths. Was that the walk-off home run by Summers? I'm just going to show this real quick. Innings Eaters player of the game. We'll get to Dilla's late. All right, Vandals won, Voyagers won, so that's still 2-game lead. Providence won, Seattle won, so that Toros won. That's a crazy one. Seattle, Detroit won, Indy won, so that remains a 4-game lead.
Many away teams win next game day.
So I feel like we're probably going to have to watch Indy, Detroit, I think, next. Kingpins won, Mingos won. The Dillos did win. The Dillos did win. The Dillos won. So I think that clinches. So let's pop up the standings. Oh, State College clinches as well. Dillos are in. Swifties are in. Somehow the Pins have not secured the bye yet, even though they're like 6 games above the next team. Okay, with that, let's take a look at majors. No clinches just yet, but an Apex win does give them. I feel like we should watch the Apex because it's a win and in for them. Yeah. Oh, Serpents also, if they win, they clinch their division. So, which one do we do? How many away teams win in the next game day? 50%.
OBX wins. San Antonio's out.
Okay. So, we're going to
San
save
Antonio
real
loses.
quick. And we're going to go check. We're going to finish today. And let's take a look at the world scores. Same matchups. I'm tempted to watch Indy. Didn't we see Indy? I'm tempted to watch Indy versus Nashville because that's a winning in game. Because if
Mm.
Apex win, Demons are
Can
out.
you look at Indy's schedule? Are they playing
I
Detroit next?
believe they play Detroit later. Yeah, no, they actually play Lunar Base next. It's
Who's
it's
Detroit
Nashville who
play?
plays Detroit, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh,
Yeah, I was told Indy because they want to watch Kelly. Makes sense. Okay, I'll call this one here. Obviously, what's at stake? Indy will clinch the final playoff spot. Will get the last playoff spot and the division if they win. We're also watching because if Seattle wins their game as well, we have the entire conference locked up. So here we go. We have Indy and Nashville. Nashville already eliminated earlier. Indy's looking to lock up the division. Redo. Oh, sorry. Let me pause it real quick. We start off with Mac John striking out McInlay. I did pause it for you, so. Okay. Alright. I paused the game for a second. No runs have occurred. Indy, Nashville. It's an in game prediction. Go ahead. I'll let it sit for a few more seconds before I restart the game. We'll do the LA games next round. We'll check in. I'll check in on the other scores to see. Very quickly, the Voyagers up. I think the other race we're gonna have to watch is Voyagers Vandals. Okay, let's resume, shall we? Rosenthal is gonna strike out here. Kelly, who's on all-time record watch. Deep drive, left center, and that is gone. There you go, KP. You wanted some magic on stream. You got yourself a solo shot. There you go. All right. War Smoke strikes out. All right. Let's see what Nashville can do. Try to spoil Indy's playoff hopes. CJ Levine going against Romeo McFlourish, who's going to ground out to third. JC Tomlin. Hard ball. That's going to drop for a base hit. That might be a double, but it's going to be a single for Tomlin. Jimmy Arenado. That is going to be deep to the gap. That's going to be double easily. They're not going to send the runner from third, but it's going to be runners on second and third with one out for Ford Lincoln Mercury. Hammered deep right field and kiss that baby goodbye. That is a free run shot by Ford Lincoln Mercury and gives the Stars a 3-1 lead. All right, Michael Munson is going to draw a walk on a full count. Bobby Briggs going to ground out. Oh! A double play. But not before Nashville takes a 3-1 lead. Callahan. That's going to be a dribbler. He's going to be safe on that infield single. D. Fernandez Jr. is going to strike out here. Brent Goldberg. It's going to be a grounder. They can only get the out at first. Yediv is going to ground out to the first baseman. So 1-2 free inning. No, not quite 1-2 free inning. So quick inning there for the Stars. Let's see. Go to the bottom of the second. Slate Gray. He's going to ground out to the shortstop. Tyler Deffridge. He's going to get a base hit, passing the infield. Smirnoff. This could be two. It's a double play. That ends the inning. Back to Indy with Esteban Santos Garcia getting a full count. And he's going to take a call at strike 3. Top of the order, Edward McInlay. He's going to get a grounder that grounds out to the second baseman. Leon Rosenthal. That's going to be over the third baseman's head for a base hit. That means we get to see Kelly again. 2-2. Takes a called strike 3. We go to the bottom of the third with Nashville up 3-1. I'm watching over. As you can see, Aviators still losing. As Levine's going to take a walk. Death Valley up 3-1. Which means if that score holds, as we get a steal from Levine, the Serpents would clinch the division. Detroit is losing right now. So even if Indy loses, Detroit losing would give them the division. Jimmy Arenado. That's going to get down for a base hit. That's going to make this a 4-1. No, they got him at home. Sloths and Pathfinders tied. If the Pathfinders win, the Aviators get that final spot. As more trouble, Lincoln Mercury's going to fly out the center. So good defense there keeps this a 2-run game. Back to the top of the fourth with Commander Warsmoke against Mac John, who's going to strike out here. 7th strikeout for Mac John, by the way. Harry Callahan is going to strike out. 8 strikeouts for Mac John. D. Fernandez Jr. Make it 9 strikeouts for Mac John, who's been absolutely dominant this game. The only real blemish was that Kelly solo shot. Back to the starts with Michael Munson. Slow grounded to second, but the throw gets him. Sloths take the lead again. So, we got to keep your eye on. Voyager's up 3-0. So, they're going to probably hold on here. Crabs up 2-0. So, OBX. They might fumble away this lead. This might be the biggest collapse if San Antonio pulls the comeback. Brent Goldberg is going to ground out to third. Detroit's trying to come back here as Yida strikes out here. Vandal's up 2-0. Santos Garcia strikeout. That's 11 strikeouts for Mac John in 5 innings. Oh my goodness. Sloth still lead with Deffridge going to get a gap shot double. Providence still up 2-0. Smirnov is going to ground out to second, but advance Deffridge to third. CJ Levine. Ground out to first, not going to advance the runner. J.C. Tomlin. And pass ball, that's going to be a 4-1 Nashville lead. As Detroit also takes a 4 lead as well. So therefore, we would not see any clinches in the major side if the scores hold. 4-1 Voyagers over the Surge. As McInlay's going to get a base hit double to start us off. Leon Rosenthal. 6-1 in favor of the Scorpions. Lunar base is tied, though. Kerry Kelly. Keep your eye on that point. Kelly's going to get a pop-up to the pitcher. More smoke. Going to get past the first baseman. That's going to cut this lead in half. And make this Seattle's leading as well. So Seattle would clinch the division if everything holds. Callahan takes a called strike 3. But not before the Apex are slowly trying to claw their way back in. Arenado is going to get a base hit. Lincoln Mercury is going to line out to the center fielder. Michael Munson is going to ground. No double play. Just grounds out to the second baseman. Bobby Briggs is going to strike out here. 5-0 Providence. OBX might have the worst collapse in recent MPB memory if this keeps going. 6-0. Also, New Orleans is leading. So that's interesting. Another base of Detroit still tied as Goldberg strikes out here. Yedith is going to ground out to third. Fernandez is going to go second. Santos Garcia lines out to the first baseman. San Antonio's leading as well. Slay Gray is going to strike out. Deffridge. Also going to strike out to McFlourish. And Smirnoff. Also going to strike out to McFlourish. So 1-2-3 inning for the Apex. Next, top of the order. McInlay. Mac John still in with 13 strikeouts. Gives up a base hit here. That might be it. And they are going to take him out for J.Y. Park. Rosenthal is going to ground into a force out at second. And here's Kelly. That's a base hit. That makes up for the strikeouts. 8-0 Providence. So the tying run is at first. The go-ahead run coming up here with War Smoke. War Smoke. Deep drive to left. That's going to get caught. Hot hitter, Harry Callahan. He's going to ground ball to third. They get the out at first. So Nashville is going to look to add some insurance up 2 into the bottom of the 8th. Sloss are still leading. As Levine's going to fly out the center. Tomlin is going to pop out to the first baseman. Seattle has tied the game against New Orleans. Arenado. It's going to be a fly ball to left that's going to get caught. The Demons are leading now, meaning the Apex would not clinch if the score holds. D. Fernandez Jr. is going to start off with a base hit that gets past the third baseman. Brent Goldberg. That's going to be a base hit as well. So they got runners at first and second. A home run here would give the Apex the lead. Yedif. That's past the first baseman. It's going to be bases loaded. Nobody out for Santos Garcia. 0-2 count. It's going to be grounded. Do they get the out? Yes, they say he's out at home. So still bases loaded, but with McInlay coming up here. McInlay. Throw, and they get him at home again. Oh my goodness. So Leon Rosenthal. Full count. It's going to be a bases loaded walk. It's a 1-run game for Kerry Kelly. Can he get it here? Grounder. Force out at second. And the Stars pulled the upset 4-3 despite a late comeback by the Apex. So we'll watch the upper scores. But Nashville plays spoiler to the Apex playoff hopes for now. I'm just going to show the scores real quick. Pretty good game here. Mac Jones probably player of the game with 13 strikeouts. Yup. Now let's take a look at other major scores. The Vandals pick up a 5-3 win. Oh, with the Voyagers only up 2 games. So the Voyagers need to win in order to clinch that #1 seed. Sloths won. I see the Sloths winning as well. Crabs winning. So therefore, So Outer Banks' lead has shrunk to 3. So my real question is, do we have to go to a game 109 if these two are tied? That's my question. Scorpions win. Serpents win, which means one thing. The Serpents have clinched the division. So with the Serpents winning, as a result, Serpents clinch the division. Cancun looks like Cancun is locked in as the 3. Death Valley's locked in as the 4. So we'll see who comes out of OBX and let me take a look. I'll look at the minors. Nashville won, obviously. Detroit won, so Indy doesn't clinch. Minors. Dillos win. Flamingos win. Lemurs win. Wheelers win. And the Hepcats win. Yup. Let me save real quick. And after we're halfway through our sim, here's your look at your current standings. Do we have any more clinches besides? Nope. As of right now, no on other ones. Obviously, as I said earlier, Seattle winning, that clinches them the number 1 seed and the Champions West. They're waiting to see who comes out of Indy and Detroit. Taking a look at the minors, we have another clinch. It is the 5th team in is going to be the Florida Flamingos, who have won 7 in a row, getting that 5th spot, meaning the Firehawks are currently in the last spot in. They need to win. A win and a Hepcats loss will lock it up. Also, Bruce City, 5-game losing streak. With Amarillo's 4-game winning streak, the Dillos now have the tiebreaker, I think, by head-to-head. So, I think, let's take... Alright. Yes, it's Amarillo Bruce City. Whoever comes out of that series will get the bye. The loser will have to be the free seed and will have to play on Tuesday and Wednesday. So anyway, let's get into... So, I assume we're going to have to watch Bruce City and Amarillo. We'll keep your eye on the Aviators and stuff, but this is a close one here. Amarillo, Bruce City. This game here, this upcoming series, I'm going to show the world scores here. Oh, today's an off day, actually. So, oh yeah, here it is. Let's take a look at all the other matchups here. Obviously, Voyagers, if the Voyagers do win and the Vandals lose 1, they clinch the number 1 seed. San Antonio's playing Boise. The Aviators are at home against the Surge. Those are the big remaining playoff. Nashville's playing Detroit at home. The Apex are at home against the Lunar Base Space Rangers. If the Apex win, they clinch the division. The Detroit-Nashville result would not matter. For Outer Banks, it's once again winner in. If you get swept and Boise does not sweep this loss, we would have to go to a game 109 to decide who gets that final playoff spot. But obviously, the Firehawks are playing the Rana, so I think they'll lock it up. But our main focus is going to be Bruce City and Amarillo, the battle for that bye. The Hepcats are playing the Flamingos. So if the Flamingos win, combined with a Firehawks win, would put the Firehawks in, and your minors playoff field would be set. I've heard... Okay, I'm hearing barking orders from our commish saying that they want to watch the Vandals or Seattle. Here's the thing. Seattle has already clinched the number 1 seed. So, I am going to say... So, I guess we're going to go watch the Vandals? Or do we want to watch the Sloths? Let's watch them. Seattle's already clinched. So I think if you want to watch a clinch, Aviators Surge is the game that you're going to want to watch. Or do you want to see the Firehawks play bots? Okay. So I think we will watch Outer Banks and Buffalo. Or the Sloths. I think one of those two. Indy Detroit is also a possible clinch as well. But we just watched the Apex last sim. I've heard everybody's go with the Sloths, so we will watch this one. Cheeky, if you're still there, you will call this one Sloths Raptors. Obviously, the Sloths need to win out, and the Aviators need to lose out to force a game 109. Stamp check. It's not the playoffs. For real. Court Justice, do you want me to check Florida for real? Do you guys actually want me to do? No. Okay.
Damn.
Alright, here's the one you'll call. San Antonio. Because if the Raptors beat them here, this will put the Aviators in the playoffs. And that will lock up the field over there. Here we go. Boise, San Antonio.
Do we have a prediction or no?
Do we have a prediction? Yeah, we do. How many away teams win this game day? So I will keep an eye on that, and I will check. I apologize for not showing box scores. We are just showing the important games. The box scores really don't matter. Okay. So here we go, Cheeki. You're on the call for this one. San Antonio must win to stay alive. And look at this. This is Lone Star's player. He's had a very rough season. Can he pick up his third win? We'll see what happens.
Got Mander leading it off. Ground ball past the third baseman for a single. Odin coming to the plate. He'll take a walk. Littleton hits one deep to the left. That one's out of here.
Oh my goodness.
That was on
what
a
a shot
3-0
there by
count,
Littleton.
and it is now 3-0.
3-0 with nobody out.
Stewart grounds out to the shortstop.
Close your eyes, Lone Star. Sorry. Also, oh my god, a number one.
Helmers hits one into left field.
Oh my goodness.
That one was 439 feet.
Oh no, Lone Star. I'm so sorry, man. Oh no.
That was a shot. 4-0 San Antonio.
Nothing going right for the Raptors here. Nothing.
He grounds out to the shortstop, playing over at second base. Duckley Jr. comes up.
Well, the inning from hell is
out
over.
To the second baseman. Ground
Apex
out to
up
the
3-0.
shortstop.
So that's a thing to note. So if they hold on, they're in.
There's a pop up to the shortstop in the infield. 2 outs. Wallach comes up to bat. There's a ground out to the pitcher. 1-2-3 first. Still 4-0 San Antonio. Player to be named
Coon
later.
is leading.
Strikes
That
out
doesn't
swinging.
matter. Death Valley, Seattle, that doesn't matter anymore. And oh, is that it?
Hell with a deep one to center, and that's off the top of the wall. It'll be a double for Kel. Mander goes down looking. Scoden with a drive to left, but that's
Voyager's leading right now,
out.
which is important for the later seeding.
Cleanup hitter Ryzan leads it off with a shot to right. That's going to be a double for Ryzan. And Gagne comes to the plate. He hits a line shot into right. And
Got
that's
him.
going to... Oh, got him at home. And Gagne, did he stay at first? Yeah, he stayed at first.
Yeah.
There's a drive to left. That's 2 outs. Buckshank. Drive to center. That's going to be caught by the center fielder for the 3rd out. And we're going to the 3rd. 4-0 San Antonio. Leading it off is Littleton. He'll take a walk. Stewart comes to the plate. He's going to hit a pop fly into shallow right towards the line, and the second baseman is going to run over there and grab it. I wonder if there's a way to make all the, like a transparency on all the scores and stuff. That one's over in right. And the right fielder catches that one. Laramie comes to the plate. He's going to take a walk. We've got first and second with 2 outs. Duckley Jr. coming to the plate. Full count. And he goes down swinging. And that'll do it for the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. Gauthier leading it off. Goes down swinging. Hughes comes to the plate. The ground ball to the shortstop for the second out. Leadoff hitter comes up. Enderman with a ground ball. And that'll be out number 2. Oh, Enderman was safe, and Enderman's still second. Not sure what happened right there. That'll be a walk for Merchak. Wallach grounds out to first, and that'll be out number 3. We go to the top of the fourth. San Antonio still up 4-0. There to be named later comes to the plate and gets a single up the middle. Malcolm L with a short pop up into right that gets down, and that'll be first and second. Mander grounds out. He gets him at third, and he gets the double play. Great play by the third baseman there. That was Enderman with the tag in third and throw to first. And another ground ball to Enderman. That'll be out number 3. Rysan leading it off for Boise with the deep drive to right. That's going to be a double for Rysan. And we've got a man on second to lead it off for Boise. Gagne at the plate. Gagne with the single up the middle. That's going to score 1. And Gagne gets to second. And Boise is on the board. It's 4-1 now. Tweedlecock with the pop-up. That's caught by the first baseman.
I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to get some dinner.
Upshank with the single into left. First and third, 1 out. They get the runner at second, but a run scores. It's now 4-2. And there's a ground out to end the inning.
OBX leading.
Yep, OBX is leading. It looked like Detroit was leading too.
Yeah.
And there's a single up the middle for Laramie, first and second with 2 outs. Ground ball to the third baseman. That'll be out number 3. 4-2 going into the bottom of the 5th. There's a strikeout. And a fly out into right. Wallach with a pop-up to the catcher in foul territory. And we go to the top of the 6th. Player to be named later grounds out to the first baseman. Kell with the ground ball to short. It's out number 2. Mander takes a walk. And OBX still up 1-0. Godin with a drive into right. That's going to be in the gap and hit the wall. That'll be a triple for Scoden, and that'll be another run for San Antonio. It's now 5-2. Oh, they got him at third. And Risand grounds out. Gagne comes to the plate. Ground ball is short. It's out number 2. OBX, yep. OBX up 3-0 now. Tweedlecock, the drive to right, that'll be a single. Buckshank coming up. Tweedlecock steals second. Buckshank with the pop fly into right field. Now in the inning. Detroit's up 8-0 now. There's a drive to center. That's caught for the first out. OBX up 3-1. Stewart comes to the plate. He checks his swing and will get a walk. Summers grounds to the first baseman, who throws to second, and they turn 2 in the bottom of the 7th. And there's a drive to right, and Hughes flies out for the second out. Enderman comes up. He grounds out to the shortstop. And we get to Laramie, and Laramie pops up to the left fielder. It's first out of the top of the 8th. Detroit up 9-0 over Nashville there. Duckley Jr. flies out to center. OBX up 3-1. Player to be named later gets a single. It's a line out for Kell. Merkatak grounds out to the second baseman. Wallach with the line drive over the first baseman's head. That'll be a single. OBX tied 3-3 now with Buffalo. Risand pops up to the third baseman. Gagne pops out to center. Indy's losing to Lunar Base 4-6. Detroit up 11-0. Mander with the ground out to third. Scoden gets plunked. He'll take first. Littleton with the ground ball to third, and they get the lead runner at second. Littleton takes second base on a steal. Stewart with the ground ball beats the shift. That'll be an RBI single for Stewart. Now 6-2 San Antonio. Buckshank comes to the plate and strikes out for the second out. Gauthier with the ground ball to second, and he's out.
And
that'll do it.
That will give the win to the Sloths. We will see. That was the Aviators and Surge game was tied in the bottom of the 9th. Just quickly going for this box score. And now the moment of truth. Do the Aviators eliminate the Sloths? Let's take a look. The answer, yes. It is a 2-run walk-off home run by Satchel O. Richards, and that is going to put the Aviators in the postseason.
How many is he at?
O. Richards, 19 home runs.
I saw you had a high OPS when I was looking. You were showing the stats earlier.
Yeah, just showing that real quick. All right. Any other scores we need to check? Vandals won. Voyagers won.
Indy.
So with 2 games left, I don't think the Voyagers clinched just yet. Demons won. What about Lunar Base won? So
Okay, so Indy lost.
So Indy lost. So that means
And Detroit won. So Detroit's still in it.
Detroit's still in it. Miners. Oh my god. Oh dear. Oh dear. If the Firehawks miss the playoffs because of the Ranas, that is going to be crazy. Oh no. Kingpins won. Wheelers lost. The Bears won. Also, you really let this bum get a home run? You really let this bum get player of the game as well? Really? Really? Florida won as well. So does that mean they clinch? Let's take a look. No. So California's winning in. And for the majors... Yeah, the Legend side's locked up. Besides the 1 seed seeding. 10 straight wins by the Vandals. So we need to figure... Alright. I'm going to save real quick. And go to the next day. So I think Bruce City's clinch as well. Because if they win, they clinch the 2 seed. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they do. If they clinch, if they get... So the Pins are locked in as the 1 seed. Firehawks is a clinch as well. Winning in. Bruce City, if they beat Amarillo, they get the 2 seed and earn a bye. So I feel like we should watch Bruce City. That's just me.
Yep.
Yeah. I think this is a clinch game. We'll keep your eye on the other ones, but... Yeah, this is a clinch game. They're going to go Masahiro Sato versus Caitlin Montreal. And I get to call this one. If Bruce City wins, they clinch a bye. Amarillo will have to be, at best, a 3 seed. Second to last streamed game of the day. Here we go. Both of my teams, actually, as I'm the AGM of the Amarillo Armadillos. So, conflict of interest much?
So if you're the AGM, you don't have to have your player on the team?
No, you don't. At least in the minors. Majors, it's in the works. They are doing a majors one soon. I think you have to be on the team, which makes sense because wink tampering. Okay, let's get it on. Bruce City, Amarillo. If the Bears win, the buys are locked up. Although, look at that. Laser show. Solo bomb on the second. Nope. Yeah, solo bomb gives him the lead. Bu Matthews strikes out here. Sleepy's player grounds out. Yeah, I've on a hyperspeed. Can't believe it's PBE. He's going to ground out here. Bruce City with Kiso. Striking out here. Julio Ruiz Jr. He's going to hit a fly ball to the right. It's going to get caught. Dorian Craig is going to ground out. So Amarillo up 1-0 after 1. And Ben Martin's going to get on with a single. Teresa McTater is going to get the odd second but beats the front. Babineau is going to walk. Dominion to Goat. Pass ball, but the runners hold up. But a double play is going to erase any rally they had. Now Rainier's going to fly out to the shortstop. Handle all these nuts. Yeah, it's the first time I've seen this name. Grounds out here. Sankara is going to strike out here. Oda Top grounds out to the first baseman. Laser Show is going to get a single. 2 for 2 day for him. Bu Matthews is going to strike out. And the Cove is going to get a single. Can't believe it's PBE. Also going to get a single that should score a run and make this a 2-0 Amarillo lead. Martin's going to strike out here. Stitcher sitting in for Bruce City. He's going to ground out. Tanner McCheesy. He's going to ground out to third. My bum player is going to strike out. McTater, fly ball to the right, is going to get caught. Babineau is going to ground out to first. Dominion to Goat. To third, grounds out. Kiso is going to take a walk. Firehawks losing to the Ranas again. Ruiz tries to bunt, doesn't work. He strikes out instead. Dorian Craig. Grounder. They could... Just gets the double play. Oda Top strikes out here. Laser Show is going to get walked. Matthews also going to get walked. And a double play is going to erase that round. Rainier. Fly ball, left field, deep and gone. Breaks up the no-hitter bid. All these nuts. That's deep to center. It's going to go to the wall. And just like that, Ty runs at second for Sankara. It's going to be a grounder to the shortstop. That's going to be the first out. Stitcherson is going to walk. McCheesy. Fly ball to right. That's going to get caught. My bum player. Close. Oh, but it's going to be fielded at second. Can't believe it's PBE. He's going to ground to third. Ben Martin. Fly ball to center. That's going to get caught. Teresa McTater. It's going to get plunked. Babineau is going to ground out to the second baseman. Refruit. Bottom six. Kiso. Close one here. It's a high pop up to the shortstop. Julio Ruiz Jr. is going to take a 4-pitch. Oh, it was bobbled? Cragg. Did they get two? They do get two. But it's a fly ball deep to left, and it is gone. Rainier. The Bears lead. All these nuts. That is going to get caught by the center field. Dominion to Goat. It's going to take a walk. Pizzanator's now in. Onatop. It's going to get a single here. Laser Show. Dangerous hitter. Pass ball, but the runners hold up. This could be a double play. But Ty runs it third with Bew Matthews. A high pop-up. Going to be caught by the shortstop. We go bottom step. Sankara is going to strike out here. Stitcherson. Fly ball to right. Should be playable. It's caught. McCheesy. Dribbler to the pitcher. It's going to be out. We're through 7. Bruce City. 6 outs away for clinching the bye. The Kova is going to fly out. I can't believe it's PBE. Grounds out. Ben Martin is going to ground out. Bruce City looking to get some insurance here. My bum player's going to get walked. Kisa's going to pop up to third. Ruiz. I get picked off somehow. It's going to get walked. Cragg, base hit. That throw is going to be late, though. Rainier, line drive, caught. Last chance for the Dillos. McTater grounds out to the second baseman. Babineau. Hard hit ball this right, going to get caught. Dominion the Goat, last chance. Pizzanator looking for a save. Grounded to the shortstop. And the Brew City Bears are despite, I apologize for the high speed, but the Brew City Bears are going to get the bye. Looked like the solo Rainier with all 3 RBIs, both by home run balls. Good start for Montreal, going 5 no-hit innings before getting broken up. She gets the loss. Solid the win, Pizza to save, and JB Rainier, player of the game. So we now know for sure Bruce City gets a bye. What about the rest of the minors? Let's take a look. The Ranas win again. Oh my good. Pins win. The question is, do the Hepcats win? Yes, they do. Wheelers win as well. So it's going to come down to the last day. Imagine if the Ranas sweep the Firehawks and that's the reason they miss. That would be something. Majors. The Apex won. The division's locked up.
That one's over.
So that side is done. So Detroit season is done. What about Voyagers lost? What about the Vandals? Oh, it's going to be a tough one to see which one to watch. If the Voyagers win, they get the 1 seed. But I kind of want to watch the Miners. Specifically, Hepcats Mingos. Or Firehawk. We've seen the Firehawks already. So I want to watch Hepcats Mingos as we go into the final sim of the... Okay. So let's pop up the standings here. Any other clinches? No. It's going to come down to this. If the Firehawks lose and the Hepcats win, a game 109. Then we have on the majors, everybody's locked up. The only thing left would be Voyagers Vandals. So we'll keep, if the Voyagers win, they get the 1 seed. Anyway, we saved up here.
Hepcats.
Yeah, I said it. We're going to do Hepcats Mingos. And the winner of this game. Here we go. We're watching this. We'll have to watch the score for this one as well. Because if the Ranas sweep the Firehawks and the Hepcats win, a game 109 is required.
Surely that won't happen. Rana's sweeping someone.
If the Ranas cause the Firehawks to miss, there's definitely going to be controversy in GM chat. I already know.
That'll be great.
Okay. With Bruce City securing the bye, here we go. I want to turn down the speed because, sorry about that, it went super fast.
I thought I was keeping up.
Yeah. So if you're fine with that.
I mean, I can do it. Just
play-by-play speed was very fast.
It was just kind of weird because it would change. It would go slow for a little bit.
So I'll slow it down to fast.
Or whatever. And then it would speed up super fast. I was like, oh.
I will slow it down. I'm being friendly for you. I will slow it down because you'll be calling this one.
No, you can keep it.
You want to keep it as very fast.
Yeah, but
not instant though.
Are you gonna be
that
here
game
the whole
would
time?
take like 3 minutes. We've already gotten through all the games in almost less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a quick one.
Do we have a prediction up?
Let me check. Yeah, we do. Do Hepcats force game 109?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one,
Wait
KP.
like a minute or a couple of minutes. Yeah. Let's wait a couple minutes and let them.
So, do we
predictions
want to
begin.
turn BNN off? Is the question for this game.
That is a good question.
We have a BNN lock request. So how do I turn that,
Like that.
off?
Would it be in the season settings?
Yeah, let me
not
get
in the game
out.
Settings?
Hit cancel. So how do I turn it off? Season settings?
I would say league settings. I think maybe.
No.
I'm
Hey,
guessing.
hi. Arya here.
Hi, Aria. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in to help me out with this.
There we go.
Yeah, so what KP and I are asking is for you to have BNN on, but just lock it on the California game.
Yeah, so
Which
how do
you
I
can
do
do
that?
Once you get into the game, scroll BNN to California, Puerto Rico, and then there's a little pause icon in the
Okay.
middle underneath it.
So we will show that game. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, you
Have
want
a
to
good
call
rest
this
of the
in as
stream.
well? I'll let you get paid for this as well. Hey, you want to hop in?
No. You guys go both get paid. Good luck.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, Aria.
No worries.
Alrighty. Here we go. First things first, I will make sure this is on. I will pause it after the first play to make sure this goes off. All right, Cheeki, you're ready for the biggest game all season.
We have all predictions in. Good
Predictions
to go.
are in. Chat, are you ready? Will we have a game 109 on stream? Here we go. I hit start game. First things first, let's set it to be here. Pause it. There we go. I have it set for California there. And whenever you're ready, Cheeky, go right ahead. Here we go.
We got Whittle leading it off. Ground ball past the shortstop. Geisel at the plate. Whittle's going to take second. Geisel with the ground to short, and that'll be the first out. Runner advances to third. Kirkland takes a walk. Your Dong, we need to check his stats for the home run lead too. He's still at 35.
Yeah, your dog has not got a single home run this sim.
Yeah.
Because after we're done with this,
pops
Ranas
out.
are leading. Ranas are leading. Oh my goodness.
Oh, no way.
No way.
Lumber with the liner off the wall. That'll be goes for 3, and he's safe.
Triple. God.
Greer comes up, and that'll score a run on the ground out to the third baseman, Homer Simpson.
Oh boy.
Up to second, 1-0.
Now I kind of want Kansas City to win for sickos reasons.
And I think that was a beanball right there.
Yeah.
And,
more steals.
And that's a ground out. Another stolen base. Reddick with the fly ball to center. Runners tagging. 2 outs. Runner at third. Panda pops up. And that'll do it for the top of the second. Going to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Flamingos. So strikeout. Slugs grounds out.
Nope.
Never mind.
Hold on.
That's a error on the shortstop.
Nope. They say infield hit. Couldn't hang on. No throw.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was an error.
Oh.
There's a little liner past the third baseman. It's going to score a run. It's 2-0 Flamingos. And a pop up to short. And that'll do it for the second. Going to the top to third. Whittle lines out to the right fielder.
Come on, Hepcats. I want to see the funny.
Grounds out to the third baseman. Kirkland grounds out to the second baseman. And Lumber comes up for Florida. He strikes out.
Greer
pops. Ooh, that's actually out of here. Greer gets a home run. It's 3-0 Florida.
2-0 Ranas.
Grounds out to the third baseman. 2-0 Ranas.
Let me get this straight.
Fifth.
California's going to get swept if everything holds. But Kansas City's going to get in. It's not going to get in because they lose one game.
Only in the fourth here, so St. John with the
plenty of time to
into
prove
right.
me wrong.
There's a line drive to the left fielder. Sahur strikes out. Oh, no, he takes a walk. And there's a single. Oh, it gets past the right fielder. Runners advance to second and third and 1 out.
Oops.
Fortune grounds out. Luca takes a walk.
Plunk.
Lumber takes a walk. Greer lines out to the center fielder. It's 4-0 Florida now. Rana's up 2-1. Cal scores 1. Grounds out. Panda with the line drive to right. Whittle takes a walk. Geisel with the ground ball to third. They get the lead runner at second to end the inning. Go to the bottom of the fifth. The line drive to right for the first out. Rana's up 2-1 in the top of the seventh. It's a single for Wag into right. Slug strikes out. So Hoover grounds to third, and they get the lead runner at second to end the fifth inning. There's a leadoff single for Kirkland. Kansas City needs to get something going here. But there's a double play. There's a single into right. Rana's still up 2-1. And Cats are coming down to their last 3 chances here. Fortune Grounds out to short for the second out. Luca lines out to center. The Gray, Gandalf the Gray, comes up and grounds out to third. Reddick with the line drive to center. There's a runner. And grounds out to the first baseman. They'll take the out at first. And, there's a line shot off the right center wall. That's going to be a triple. That'll score one.
4-1
Hepcats on the board,
Ranas.
top of the seventh. They needed that. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
All the Hepcats have to do is win. Ranas are...
Yeah, looks like the Ranas are going to finish the job. It looks like the...
Like the more unlikely thing
5-1.
is happening right now. Oh, man.
There's a double play.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Kirkland with the ground out to second.
Firehawks making this a game. Oh, game over.
Jordan takes a walk, so the Ranas won.
Ranas won. So now the Hepcats
St. John,
need to score.
line to center.
there's a
It
run.
gets down. They're going to get a run here.
Yeah.
It's 4-2 now. There's another line shot.
Another line
first
shot.
and second. Oh, he's going through. He got first and third.
Oh, good.
Ground out to the shortstop.
So now they need to get
they
three
got two.
and don't allow any more runs.
Line out to center.
Oh, man. That might be the
Bugs
dagger
with
the
the homer.
That might be their dagger.
That is 5-2 Florida.
Oh, my
Brewer
goodness.
grounds out. 2 outs.
And here we go. Last chance.
And there's a line out to the shortstop.
Still
Whittle,
alive,
the
though.
leadoff hitter, takes a walk. Fizzle strikes out. Kirkland
Still alive.
gets a single.
Still.
We're first and second, 2 outs. Yordong at the plate. He lines out to center, and that'll do it.
And despite being swept by the Ranas, the Firehawks are going to get into the playoffs. How? Just how? This is... I've been simmer for this whole season. Never have I seen something this dumb before. You get swept by bots, and yet you still make it in. If you're California, you have a massive sigh of relief right now, and you are probably thanking the Mingos right now. Skylar Stevens, player of the game. Bears ended up winning anyway, so you get swept by the Ranas, and you still make it in. Major side. Toros win. All right. Let's see. Apex won. Demons
Safe.
won.
Safe.
What about... Sloths finished 500. And, okay, looks like the Voyagers are going to be the 1 seed. Let's save. And the big thing is, we need to check Kelly's stats. So, chat, can I see how I get to Kelly's stats? Will it be Florida versus Cal? Let me take a look at the standings. Okay.
It's in history.
So, all right. Not gonna check here. So, okay, your playoff matchups are set for the majors. It will be Voyagers. It will be Voyagers, Aviators, and Vandals, Crabs. On the champion side, it will be Seattle versus Death Valley, and Apex versus Toros. In the minors, your matchups will be the following. Brew City and Chicago earn buys. Yup, it's Florida versus California. Ironically, the team that helped the Firehawks get in the playoffs is their playoff opponent. And then we get Amarillo versus State College. So, it's under the History tab. No. Hang on. Let me switch to majors. Let me read the chat. Depends on run differential. How do I check that? Do I advance to the next day? Okay. So, all right, KP, I want to check your stats right now. How do I get there?
History, leaderboards, right-hand side, OPS, and slugging.
Slugging for, let's see, slugging. On base plus slugging, I don't see. I don't see.
Yeah, I go to history first,
I gotta go to history first. So how do I get there? League
and then
history.
yep,
League history. Single
yeah,
season
and
career
then
records.
yeah,
Okay. Single season
right
batting.
side.
On base plus slugging. Career 9.169. I think that's the record.
Yep.
That is the record. I'm gonna say KP, congratulations. You got it. The record's yours. Okay.
Nice.
So let's take a look at run differential. So I think I'll just. How about this? I end today, and then we'll see what the matchups are. Save. But just like that, Kelly also has the slugging and on base plus slugging record. Well deserved indeed. Finish today. File. Save. And I'll take a look at the world scores and see what the playoff matchups are. Nothing yet. Playoff coverage. Let's go to minors. State College Amarillo. And California, Florida. Yep, just as I thought.
Hey guys, you can't trust the OOTP standing.
Yeah, okay. Hi, KP. How you doing? Hi.
So yeah, even with that on there, just go to look at the head-to-head is tied, so you have to look at run differential.
Okay. I'll just take a look at run. Hang on. So how do I pop that up? So let's go to standings.
I think it's like advanced standings
Advanced standings? How do I see that?
or expanded standings.
Expanded
Sorry,
standings.
did that show it?
Amarillo has a. Florida has the better run differential. So they play California, which is correct. And State College plays the Dillos. Yeah, Florida gets it on run differential. As you can see, 100 compared to 18. So yeah, that is correct. Florida gets the free seat based on better run differential. All right. All right, guys. So let's do the final upload. Manager's office, commissioner's office. Do this. Do this. And we are going to upload. Here we go. I would like to say congratulations up to KP for breaking, to our commissioner for breaking the career record for slugging of an on base plus slugging. And we are going to. Don't advance anymore. Yeah, I stopped at today. I stopped at today. The 16th. Don't advance any more days. Yeah, I'm going to stop here at the 16th. We're going to do this. Gonna do this. And let's upload the file. Alright. With our playoff matchup set, I'm going to open the questions for everybody to see what everybody thinks. Yep, it's time for Ask the Booth. Future reference, do not advance past last day of sim. Alright, my apologies for that. This is my first time doing the last day stream. So, I do apologize for that. Yeah, I'm a newer simmer, so technical issues are expected. Earbuds are dead. Alright, thanks for coming in, Cheeki. So that means it's just me here, and you guys get to ask questions on the playoffs and who everybody thinks is going to win. Alright, so let me go for the major side first to explain who I think wins the... Alright, so looks like OTP is still going. I feel like we should go raid the mothership, in my opinion. So let's go with the PB, my predictions for playoffs. Indy and we have Indy versus Cancun. I think Cancun's going to win this one in, let's say 5. I think the Apex are a lot better than the record suggests, but I do expect an upset. Death Valley, Seattle, OTP Developments, the main developer of the game. If Mothership is ending, I don't know who we should raid. So I say Ripley. I feel like that's a good place to go. Yeah. I've heard one vote OOTP, but is the if you want to keep on the OOTP path. If the mothership is ending, we go to Ripley. If it's still going, we go to OOTP and go pay Dish a visit. Oh yeah, let's go pay Dish a visit. Let's go. Alright, so my predictions, if I were to go with the World Series prediction, I think this year, my prediction, if anyone's in Mothership, could you send me the form for Call Your Shot? Because I usually do that. Could someone get me the form? If you don't know what Call Your Shot is, it's essentially if you play OTP Perfect Team. You, if you correctly guess a diamond, oh, you got it for me? You're off. Wrong thing. Oh, come on, man, Tampa. Come on, man. Is this the right form? Oh, that's the correct link? Okay, just let him know. Alright, just filling it in real quick. Oops. Oh no. My thing's panicking because I held the control button down. Alright. Let's go with... This is one I always go for. Alright. Set mine in. Thank you. Alright. So I'm going to say Seattle versus New York this year. I think the Voyagers are going to win the championship. Here's why. I feel like the storyline this season, these two have been by far the best teams in the league. Although I am sleeping on I think my dark horse for an upset pick, I'm going to say Providence. The Crabs, to me, feel like a good dark horse team. To me. They got a lot of stuff. I think their true peak is 2 or 3 seasons away. But it would not surprise me if the Crabs can go on a run. I don't think they'll win the World Series. But if they do get hot and pull off... If they beat both the Vandals and the Voyagers, I think they got a good shot of going all the way and winning the whole thing. Because those two, the Voyagers and Vandals, have been the dominant 2 teams these past few years. After the fall of Buffalo. The Aviators are officially out of their rebuild with their playoff appearance. Sloths, I think, are heading towards a rebuild. Taking a look at other conference-wise, Death Valley is, I think, heading towards a rebuild. Cancun is getting there. Seattle's at their peak right now. They're peaking now. That's why there is. Death Valley's heading towards a rebuild. I'm not sure about the other conference. The Apex, the whole division's pretty mediocre, but it wouldn't surprise me. Detroit, Apex are both stalling out. So it wouldn't surprise me if Nashville ends up being that team who gets in the playoffs the next few years. Obviously, they're a few pieces away from being a true contender, but that's something you should keep your eye on. All right. Do we have any more questions in the chat? Does anyone have any questions for me or anybody else during the sim? A few notes. I do apologize for moving a bit quick, not showing very many box scores, as I wanted to focus on the main races. So I'm just going to say the minor leagues, if I want to discuss about them, who I think, my bias is going to say Bruce City or Amarillo. Whenever you're good with the upload, you have the raid ready. Okay. So whenever it's done, I'm going to go type in the code to upload the index. Once we're done, we'll go raid the mothership. It's going to take a little while more to upload it. Okay. So does anyone in the chat here have questions for me? I would say Bruce, it wouldn't surprise me if Chicago were to... thanks for coming by, Aria. I will see you again for a playoff broadcast. Has my player been picked? My player's been picked. I've been on Nashville for a while. Yeah, my player's going to be on Nashville. Not sure when the call-up's going to happen, though. It's probably a season or two. Question for KP or Commissioner. Has Kelly submitted himself as a better player? I think because of the record, despite not winning MVP, does your player have a higher career WAR? If your player has more awards and more WAR, I think then your player's better. If he does have more WAR, yeah, I think your player is better. You have that record edge. A career record, I think, is slightly edges out an MVP award. Yeah, that's that's kind of the same situation. Yeah, more awards. Yeah, I do side with you being the slightly better player. Kelly's no doubt a legend. Probably going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. If not, I am going to be shocked. Wait, Oikau's Hacob? Oh no. Hacob's not a bum. What are you talking about? I mean, you're pretty chill. I mean, you're not as bad as SHL Hate Show. I mean... Alright. Let me address the issue with SHL right now. So there's a rule that states that you are not allowed to do any test simming or use tactics. We're in the playoffs, and a team got caught. So you would think they would resim the playoff games that they did use the illegal things. HO decides not to do that. So, my real question is, why was this not caught earlier? And 2, and the worst thing was the team that was using the illegal tactics went on to win the series. And the team who got screwed because of that, they didn't get a chance at a resim, which I don't think is right. So my message to SHLHO, you messed up bad. It's going to be because they were checking the things and found the illegal tactics. So essentially, and they didn't fully enforce the rule. If they really enforced the rule, they would have resimmed the sim and made the team who got caught lose that series. The GMs lost all of their salary for the season, not allowed to claim an off-season pass for the next, which is essentially our version of the Champions Week pass for free seasons. And they're on probation, meaning if they mess up again, HO fires them. So, in my opinion, if anyone's an SHL, HO, and you are watching this, you should be ashamed of yourself. You screwed Minnesota over. Seattle should not be in the conference final. It's a damn shame that you have to rely on cheating to advance in a playoff series and rule bending. It's rare to say that I want to root for Edmonton because I think they're doing that as well, although there is no evidence that it's been found. I hope Edmonton beats Seattle, puts them in their place. As for us here, I'm with SHL NOLA, so hopefully our break comes soon. But it's just a damn shame. Just obey the rules next time. I'm just completely shocked. I know a lot of people in SHL HL are probably going to put a target on my back, but it's a damn shame. To anyone who's on Minnesota and they're listening, I do feel sorry for you. You deserve better than what HO gave you. It's very cold. Like, we have sub-zero wind chills. For those who don't know, I'm in the Baltimore area. So sub-zero wind chills here are extremely rare. I'm still in complete shock about what happened in SHL. 60, how is it warmer in Seattle than Baltimore? That doesn't make sense. That really doesn't make sense. We're on opposite coast. This is not right. And we have snow and ice that still hasn't fully melted here. It's been that cold. This whole thing and the SHL stuff is completely messed up. To the point, oh yeah, another thing as well, wink wink, for those in ISFL, hi, I'm going to be possibly doing stream simming over there soon. Besides carrying y'all graphics-wise, because y'all are trying to fill my plate. Graphics in SHL, graphics in PBE, graphics and simming ISFL. The good thing with ISFL, my graphics job, I already have a PT pass and a Championship Week pass there already. Gets most of their water from the snowpack in North. Yeah, it makes sense. Most of our water comes from melted water for like Pennsylvania, New York, the Susquehanna, which flows into the Chesapeake. Yeah. That's something interesting. Oh, didn't know Cheeki was actually based in around that area as well. I'm from Maryland. Mothership just finished the final. So, Tampa, do we want to ride Ripley? Your call if we want to do that. Mothership. Oh, is Mothership doing the call your shot packs now? I assume. Oh yeah, the Super Bowl's tomorrow as well. I'm more of a neutral fan. I'm a Ravens fan, as everybody probably could guess. We just purged our entire. Not yet. So yeah, let's go to Mothership. What's wrong? Don't want to lose to Drake. Drake May. I am from. Oh no! Simmers, don't punish me for this. Let me have a clear message. Fuck you, Dean Spanos. San Diego deserves better. Fuck you. Yeah. I just feel really bad. Fair enough. You stay loyal. I mean, the Chargers have been in the playoffs a few years now, but they've been a doormat. No more swearing. Okay. Because this ain't my podcast where I'm allowed to run my mouth. I've already did my SHL rant. Fair enough. You're probably a Padres fan as well. My goodness. Sipping like this allows me to get be more comfortable outside my normal talking spots. Yeah, if you ask anyone in my family, I don't talk that much. Well, I can talk it much, but I start unintelligibly rambling. Fair enough. You were injured to hell. You somehow got into the playoffs with that. You did get killed by New England, but still. Yeah. I'm an Orioles fan, by the way. I feel pretty good. If we could get another starter, maybe Zach Allen, we'll be in good shape. For the love of God, Orioles, please don't sign Verlander, or everybody's going to want ownership's head again. Okay, fair enough. Thunder got the ring. Seattle can now claim the Sonics ring back. Whew, yeah, I agree. I don't watch the NBA. I watch the NHL more. And there's a good season. There's a good chance they do come back. If the NBA expands again, I think Seattle's on their short list. For NHL, my main team's the Caps. And of course, it was so fun watching Ovechkin break the goal record. They keep kicking the can down the road. Because there's a rumor that they want to put a Vegas franchise as well, and they want LeBron to be one of the owners. That's, I think, what's why. They want him to retire first. That's my theory. Yeah, I do agree Seattle and Vegas are going to be the next two teams that get them. And as a result, this would move Memphis and New Orleans to the east. Yeah, it's intentional. They try to make their teams renovate stuff. For example, like the Wizards and Caps arena is getting a massive renovation done to prevent them from moving because they almost moved to Virginia. And like the Bills threatened to move to Austin, so they got their new one that's going to open this year. Tennessee's getting a new one that opens next year. The Browns are building a new one. The Chiefs are going to build a new stadium as well. So my main question is, so I've heard a weird story. So I've watched old news reports that Seattle almost moved to Los Angeles in '96. Yeah, Arrowhead's the oldest stadium in the NFL. It's pretty outdated. It's still a loud place, but you could see how dated it looks. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. I think Arrowhead is Uh, Highmark 1 is the second oldest, but it's going to get demolished. Yeah, thanks to lawsuits and stuff, and thanks to Microsoft, he saved your butt, and that's yeah, because they would. Here's the crazy fact: if the move to Seattle would have happened, the Seahawks would have had to play their games not in the LA Memorial Coliseum, like most would think. They couldn't play in Anaheim because the Angels were already demolishing the football extension of the stadium. They would have had to play their games in the Rose Bowl. Yeah, the Rose Bowl until the new stadium was built. That's a weird fact. The front office needs to go into the. Yeah. I mean, yes, but no. I'm a Ravens fan, so I'm gonna kind of say I hope your front office built better. But then yet again, we kind of stole your team, so. Yeah, if you would have moved the Raiders there, they would have been better. The Raiders should have stayed in LA. Not gonna lie. Sarswish. I really hope that Shadur develops into somebody pretty good. That's what my big hope is. I hope. Because I want to see the Ravens Browns rivalry reignite. How you really feel? I mean, you're. What did I do to you? I'm never going to bring it up again. Come on, man. Yeah, St. Louis, I think the main reason they left was that they did want to build a stadium for Kroenke. They did not want to build a stadium for him. And to make insult to injury, the Rams have been to 2 Super Bowls and literally won it in their new stadium. Yeah, they're moving to Kansas to the Kansas side of Kansas City. It's gonna suck. Because let's be honest, Kansas City stadiums are. Yeah. Apologize about winning the Super Bowl in 2000 and him with lifting the ring, where it should have been y'all getting it. Fair enough. Problem with having autism is I can't sense criticism that well, or can't take a joke well. So, that's why I struggle a good bit. Yeah. Time to claim some drops. They had so many great coaches. It's just your front office and ownership keep meddling with your team. That's what sucks. Yeah, I mean, yes. Browns head coach before they moved was Belichick. I mean, it would be cursed to Ravens fans if Belichick would have stayed as head coach. Imagine the two, Saban and more. Yeah. Imagine that 2000 Ravens defense with Belichick as the head coach. That would be terrifying. Right. Oh, Schottenheimer. Yeah, Schottenheimer. What? I argue the greatest coach to never win a Super Bowl. Oh, shut. But I want an honest question to my question to y'all. What was the weirdest team to get to a Super Bowl? What is the weirdest team to ever reach a Super Bowl? That's like, how did that team get here? Some people are going to say the Chargers in 95, but to be fair, they had a pretty decent good fight against... They upset Blitzburg that year. Okay, we're uploaded. Well, not exactly. All I have to do now is go... Hang on, y'all. I'm going to begin the index upload now. Yeah, index update going on now. And I'll let you guys know when it's updated. So anyway, weirdest Super Bowl winner before we go off the air. Well, not winner, team appearance. There are a few obvious ones, like New England in Super Bowl 20. Atlanta in Super Bowl 33. There's a few weird ones like that. The Bears in Super Bowl 41. Like, that whole team was weird. Yeah, everybody agrees New England. Although, here's the thing. They were lucky the Patriots got in. Because if Miami would have made the Super Bowl, the Bears would have lost. I guarantee you. Marino would have torched them again. Okay. So it looks like our index... Let me take a look. Yup. Index is officially updated. Oh, my team, Carrie? Ravens. Ravens. Alright, we're going to go rate OTP. So thank you guys for coming. And I will see you guys again on Wednesday when I do the playoff stream. And on Tuesday, our playoffs begin. Thank you guys so much. This is Valor signing off.